Joining us now to discuss further developments is Major General Shashi Asthana, a former infantry, global and senior defence expert. Thank you very much for joining us, Major General Asthana. I want to look at the reports that we've had of firing, cross-border firing. We've heard that potentially 4 Pakistani soldiers have been killed. Is this a sign of escalations that might come and potentially lead to further conflict?
See, Pakistan, having sponsored this dastardly terror attack, is nervous, and therefore they have escalated on the LC as well. They started the escalatory firing on line of control. From their point of view, they are trying to give a message that we are ready, and any action by India, we will be responding. But the fact is that firstly, this is their nervousness. Secondly, that goes to our advantage once they start firing, because we know that their markets are crashing. They don't have sufficient money. They don't have sufficient ammunition. They are already battling BLA and TTP on the western borders, and therefore, if the LC firing starts, as has been the case, and some of the soldiers of Pakistan have been killed as well, then certainly it requires money, it requires ammunition expenditure, and it requires replenishment of ammunition. Also, more ammunition they spend, lesser they go as far as their reserves are concerned, and they do not have sufficient money to handle that crisis, ammunition crisis as well. So India is very well prepared. If they propose to escalate LC firing, so be it, and India is responding in kind, and maybe with the much, shall I say, pointed targets as well. Also, there is tremendous amount of nervousness the other side as well. Listening to your commentary, we are also taking a fair amount of actions on own side of LC. Own side of LC, because there are collaborators, there are sleeper cells, and the terrorists who have been recruited by LET and are operating and who keep coming and going, keep getting infiltrated, take action and go back to Pakistan, such terrorists also have to be deterred, and therefore burning of these houses of the terrorists is basically a deterrent. Similarly, I am sure the agencies as well as the security forces would be involved in firstly picking up who were the collaborators for this terror attack, and those collaborators will also be taken to task almost at the same level as the terrorists are being taken to task. So these are some of the responses based on your question.
Yes, Major General Asthana, sorry to cut you off there. I want to look at this meeting that's going to take place after a letter was sent to Pakistan saying that the Indus Waters Treaty was being put in abeyance with immediate effect. Now, Pakistan have responded on this matter and said that if it is implemented, it would be an act of war. Looking at the rhetoric that Pakistan are following, how could this further escalate tensions?
See, they are saying that it will be an act of war. As far as India is concerned, the terror attack is also an act of war, and it is a cross-border attack. Similarly, the LC firing in technical terms is also an act of war. The moment the ordnance, that is the shells exchange and go to the other side, it is an act of war. So act of war, reference to act of war doesn't change what India has to do, and India is quite determined as far as this Indus Waters Treaty is concerned, because firstly they were getting much more water than their share, and secondly the fact is that Pakistan military is the spontaneous head of the terror. They have done this terror attack. Their army chief spoke, and what he spoke was executed exactly in the manner in which he spoke. So India has no doubts, and therefore, as far as India is concerned, this Indus Waters Treaty has been held in abeyance to tell the people of Pakistan that the kind of military if they better control their military, otherwise they will have problems as far as their water needs are concerned. That's one part of it. Secondly, as far as the treaty is concerned, let me also be a little practical about it. I don't think there will be much of difference in water availability in Pakistan for the short term, because even to block water, even if, let's say, hypothetically, if there is a intention of that kind, because we have not abrogated it, we have only held it in abeyance. That will also take time, because there is an infrastructure required for that as well. But what could happen is that India may announce some of the projects which may not be very comfortable to Pakistan, and those projects may perhaps may create a little bit more nervousness on the other side. Uh, as we know that Pakistan, one of the major source of their income is agriculture. A major source of employment is agriculture, and agriculture is dependent on water. This equation should have been understood by their military chief, because Pakistan military claims to be the rulers of the country. For 50% of the period, they have ruled directly, and for remaining 50% of the period, they have been ruling indirectly. This equation that there are tremendous amount of dependencies on India should have been known before they start promoting the terror activities against India. So I think India this time is not, the response is swift, the response is immediate,
Yes.
and the response is in multi-domain warfare.
Yes, Major General Astana, sorry again to cut you off. We are running short of time. We're talking about these diplomatic tensions, diplomatic relations worsening, but I do want to, of course, bring it back to what started this, and it is the terrorist attack in which terrorists have killed 26 innocent tourists, family members, loved ones, of course, going through a process of mourning, with these 4 terrorists still unknown where their location is and not reprimanded. What do you think the consensus is among the public in India, but also amongst the government in India around these terrorists and finding them?
Sentiments in India are very clear. There is an anger against the sponsors of terrorists and these terrorists. There is an urgency to locate these terrorists and eliminate them and give them the kind of justice. Certainly people want justice, and our security agencies are working very hard to get these terrorists and take them to their consequences, which they truly deserve. Now we know that the area around Pahalgam is thickly wooded. It does take some time, and we are also looking at a whole lot of collaborators. I'm sure somebody would have given them the information, and that is why they have remained protected so far. But it's a matter of time. We will certainly get them, and they will meet their fate as the entire public demands. The other response, as far as the public is concerned, let me tell you that the entire valley of Kashmir, every person in Kashmir stands solidly behind the government. They all condemn this attack. It is an attack on their livelihood, peace and prosperity, and it is being taken as such. And everybody is angry with Pakistan Army Chief's speech that Hindus and Muslims cannot stay together. This speech has riled everybody, including some of the peoples in Pakistan, although Pakistan may not be showing that too much because their media is also controlled. But then the fact is that there are Hindus who are staying in Pakistan as well. There are minorities in Pakistan, and a hate speech of this kind coming from army chief has riled everybody, whether in Pakistan or in India. And that not only the speech part of it, he has finally executed on ground as well in this terror attack. And the linkages are very clear. His speech, the timing of the visit, the timing of the event. Similarly, the other linkages has been the place selected. The place selected is very far from LOC. It's a tourist hotspot. A fair amount of recce would have been done. It's a very well planned operation. The terrorists had Pakistani weapons. They also had the American weapons, which were available.
Yes, Major General Astana, I'm very sorry to cut you off. We are unfortunately out of time. Thank you very much